everyone, welcome back to my channel, Kenyan Violinist. My name is Patricia Nzomo. I picked up the piano, the violin and voice lessons as an adult, and I'm using this channel to share my journey and also to inspire you out there. If you've always wanted to pick up an instrument, it's never too late, and all you need is 10 minutes of practice every day, every single day, and you're good to go. So today I want to show you, I want to share with you a few things that you must have things if you're, for example, if you play an instrument like the violin, for example, which is what I play. And so the first thing I must say is an essential is you must always have extra rosin. I showed you one the last time, so that's your rosin right there. And rosin is the substance you apply on your bow whenever you feel that it's dry and it needs some of that substance applied on it, because it's the one that helps the bow produce sound once you place it on the string. It kind of, should I say grip? I'm not sure that grip is the right word, but it helps that you're able to bow your note, your string comfortably without it slipping away. What happens when it is dry, when the strings are dry on the bow, then it tends to slip. So you'll find yourself, if you want to bow make a straight bow. Let me see if I can do a straight bow. I've been practicing that for a while. Yeah. So what happens is that if you don't have enough bow, it kind of, stretches. Not stretches, sorry, I'm using the wrong word. It slips off and it doesn't stay on the string. So you must always have rosin in your little compartment. All these violin cases have a compartment. You must have you must always have your bow. It's always good to have an extra one in your bag as well. When you have the bag that you carry, your music bag, that's very important. The second thing you must always have, and I hope I have it here, is a pencil. Because when you go to class, when you go for orchestra practice, you need to have a pencil, preferably with a rubber, so that when you're making changes, whatever the conductor says, you have a pencil. Because what used to happen, I've learned the hard way. I'd show up for practice, I don't have pencils, I'm borrowing a pencil. By the time they're giving me the pencil, the instructions forgotten, I can't remember what was said, so I then have to wait until after practice to write down the notes. So a pencil is very, very important, preferably with a rubber. The other thing it would be nice to have would be a sharpener. Always make sure you've got 2 or 3 sharpeners with you. It makes every difference, because when pencils break, you can sharpen it. Always nice to have a pencil case. I have a pencil case, and in it, what do I have? I have an extra rubber. Okay, this rubber has been treated. So I've got an extra rubber. It's got so much going on in this thing, I'm telling you. When you're anyway, so I have an extra rubber, and I have highlighters, because sometimes when you're playing passages and the passages that you're really working on and that you really want to concentrate on, a highlighter would be a good thing to have. So I have different colors. I only have pink here, but I usually have green, blue, so that whenever you want to highlight specific places, or if you know that you're going to work on the green area, the one that giving you, maybe some of them are giving you a difficult time, some passages. Others, the conductor wants you to have a floaty feeling, or they want you to ease off on the dynamics, pianissimo, things like that. You use highlighters to do that. The other thing which is a must-have is, what is the other thing that is a must-have? It's always good to have your metronome, although actually a metronome is very, very important. You must always have a metronome. If you're going to buy one, if you're going to download one from Play Store or Apple Store, you've got to learn. People don't. Okay, let me speak for myself. The metronome is one of those things that you just avoid like the plague, but it is so important. In fact, in the last 6 months, I've said that every practice I'm going to have is going to be metronome based, because it has taught me to learn how to play to the beat. Because the piece can have a certain beat, and I just create my own piece. In fact, my own beat. In fact, I've had so many run-ins with my teacher, because I'll tell him, well, I don't think I want to play it this way. I want to play it this way. And then the teacher says, Patricia, That's what the music says. You have to play what the music says. So the metronome keeps you disciplined and keeps you on the beat, and it's very, very important. The other thing that's good to have, would be a mute. Because sometimes you want to practice late into the night, you don't want to be to bother anybody. So a mute really does reduce the sound. It does mutes the sound. So this is a must-have to have, in my opinion, because it doesn't limit your practice time. Because you may be able to go to school to practice or find somewhere else, but in the evening, like that's what happens with me. I find that I've got 10 minutes before I go to bed. I don't want to sleep. I say, okay, maybe I can go and practice a scale. So a mute will be a nice thing to have. It mutes your sound, you don't bother anybody, and you are good to go. Then you need to have, and I should probably just get it from my case. You need to have, let me just remove this now. Strings, guys, you need to have strings. I have all these strings in my compartment. Sorry, these things happen. Anyway, so I'll pick that up later. I'll have extra rows in here. Hey, extra rows in. Okay, so I've got strings. These are dominant strings, which whenever I get an opportunity, I buy them. So this is D string. Are they all D strings? So that's an E string. That's a D string, and that's a G string. Because these strings can surprise you. Let me tell you, you can go to perform and then your string cuts. And then I have, so these are dominant strings. I'm just going to show it to you. Yeah, and so, yes, so I've got these ones as well. I've got an E string, I've got an A string, D string, G string. These are important. You can't go anywhere without them because strings cut. And they can really be a nightmare. And you know that's how you make friends in the orchestra, because people always like, do you have an extra string? Can I borrow your rosin? Can I borrow your pen? Can I, musicians are so, that's how we connect, because sometimes you forget your stuff, so you always look to your neighbor, and people, there's always a pencil floating around, there's always a rubber floating around, there's always string, but string, you have to get it from the violin. So these are the things that I know are must have. I'm not sure if I've forgotten anything else. I hope not. This is from my experience. Let me just open my case and check. Some people actually have extra bows as well. They're different bows for how they feel. But I only have one, but I really am ready to get 2 bows to work with. And I think that's about it, guys. I think I've given you yes, I think I've done it. I'm done. Those are just the basics. If there's anything else that you're going to throw in, that's okay. But basically, when you have that, you are basically good to go. You can enjoy enjoy an instrument, and you're not going to get caught up in all sorts of funny surprises. I hope that was helpful to you. And thank you so much to all the new subscribers. Please continue to subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I will answer them. And as always, I wish you a good day, and thank you so much, and a good evening wherever you may be. And thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Thank you very much. Bye for now.